Why is there a castle-like structure in the southern part of Cebu? This is Simala, located in Sibonga, Cebu. Thousands of people visit this place, not only because of its impressive architecture, but for something much deeper. People come here to pray. Some ask for healing. Others pray for guidance, for their families, for success, or for help during difficult times. And some return simply to give thanks for prayers they believe were answered. But what made Simala such an important place of pilgrimage? Why do people travel from different parts of the Philippines just to come here? And what are the stories behind the faith and devotion surrounding this place? To understand why so many people come to Simala, we first need to understand how it all began. The Simala Shrine, officially known as the Monastery of the Holy Eucharist, is a famous Roman Catholic pilgrimage site in Lindogon, Sibonga, Cebu. Established in 1998 by the Marian monks of the Eucharistic Adoration, it became widely known after reports that a statue of the Virgin Mary shed tears during a dengue outbreak. Many devotees associated the event with healing and answered prayers. Over time, the shrine grew from a modest chapel into a grand, castle-like sanctuary with Gothic-inspired architecture, towers, staircases, and prayer areas. Today, it attracts thousands of pilgrims who visit to pray, give thanks, and seek spiritual comfort. As we enter the monastery, we begin to understand why this place means so much to the people who come here. Sundays are usually the busiest days here at Simala. The monastery opens at 8 o'clock in the morning, and from the moment the gates open, people begin making their way inside. Many come to attend Mass, while others line up for a chance to see and pray before the image of the Virgin Mary, which devotees associate with reports of miraculous weeping. From young children to the elderly, pilgrims patiently wait in line for their turn to offer their prayers and personal intentions. For many of them, this is the main reason they made the journey to Simala, to pray, to ask for guidance, or simply to give thanks. For many pilgrims, visiting Simala is more than just seeing the monastery. It is a personal journey of faith. Inside, people line up to offer their prayers and spend a quiet moment before the image of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Some come with specific intentions. They pray for healing, for their families, for guidance, for success, or for strength during difficult times. Now, let's talk to one of the pilgrims and find out what brought him here to Simala today.
Manggid ko sa milagro. Po, mangayog, grasya sa Ginoo, layong panglawas, yatas kinabuhi, uban sa tibok pamilya, ilayo sa kanunay sa tanang katalagman, ano ba?
He also shared that he had suffered from cataracts and believes that through his faith and prayers, he experienced healing. Since then, he has continued to return to Simala to give thanks and offer glory to the weeping Virgin Mary, whom he credits as an important part of his healing journey. As we enter the monastery, we can see just how deeply devoted many of the pilgrims are. People come here carrying personal prayers and petitions, some seeking healing, others hoping for guidance or answers during difficult times. Along the way, we also pass a souvenir shop where visitors can find religious items and keepsakes. Now, I'm going to join the line and make my way inside to see the weeping Virgin Mary for myself and experience what thousands of pilgrims come here for. Before going inside, we need to remove our shoes, as footwear is not allowed in this part of the monastery. I was a bit skeptical about leaving mine behind because, with this many people around, I was honestly worried they might get lost. And I didn't bring an extra pair for this trip, but I guess we'll just have to trust that they'll still be there when we come back. So, shoes off, and let's head inside. The first thing I noticed while waiting in line was this section filled with healing testimonies and stories from pilgrims. It almost feels like a museum, with walls filled with letters, photographs, memorabilia, and personal messages from people who came here with their prayers and petitions. Many of these were left behind as expressions of faith and gratitude, each one representing a personal story, and for some, a prayer they believe was answered. The line was moving slowly, but steadily. As I looked around, I couldn't help but wonder what each person in line was feeling, or what kind of prayer they were carrying with them. There was a strong sense of hope in the room. You could feel it in the silence, in the patience of the people waiting, and in the way everyone respectfully stayed in line. At the same time, the interior itself was remarkable. With its detailed architecture and almost cinematic design, it felt like stepping into a scene from a movie. The whole experience felt surreal. Despite the long line and the number of people inside, everyone remained calm and disciplined, patiently waiting for their moment to come. Now, let's talk to another pilgrim and ask what brought him here to Simala and what he is praying for today.
Exam sa IELTS, sir. Nig 23. Ang sa una, diri man ko katong nag-claim ko sa UC. Kanito akong gipalit. Kapasar ko, sir. Ako taning iuli diri. Di man daw musugot ingon sa monghe ba. Maghimo daw glitter. Tapos karon na sad para abroad. Kay mao na man lang akong kuwang transcript og IELTS do. Nakapasar ko ani. Lupad na ko. Dinhi kani siya sabay ra tani. Tapos muliko ba ta. Then sunod rin ta siyang kapilya.
He shared that his purpose in coming to Simala is to pray, ask for guidance, and give thanks to the Weeping Virgin Mary for the blessings he has received. For him, returning to Simala is a way of expressing his faith, gratitude, and devotion. After spending so much time in line, we're finally approaching the heart of the monastery, where pilgrims are given a brief moment to come closer. Part of me is curious whether I might witness what many devotees believe has happened here before, the reported shedding of tears from the image of the Virgin Mary. For many Roman Catholics in the Philippines, places of pilgrimage like Simala hold deep religious significance. Visiting Simala is more than simply seeing its beautiful architecture. For devotees, it is a pilgrimage, a journey of faith where they can pray, reflect, attend Mass, and deepen their relationship with God. After spending time inside Simala, hearing the stories of the pilgrims, and finally seeing the Weeping Virgin Mary for myself, I think I now understand why so many people make the journey here. At the beginning, I was curious about the castle-like structure standing here in the southern part of Cebu. But after going inside, I realized that the architecture is only what you see from the outside. The real story of Simala is the people who come here. I saw people of all ages patiently waiting in line. Some came asking for healing, some came seeking guidance, others carried prayers for their families and loved ones, and some returned simply to say thank you. I also met pilgrims who shared their personal experiences with me, people whose faith continues to bring them back to this place. Whether or not we share the same beliefs or interpret these stories in the same way, seeing that kind of devotion in person gives you a different perspective, because behind every person standing in that long line, there is a reason they are there. There is a story we may never know, a problem they may be facing, someone they may be praying for, or perhaps a prayer they have carried with them for a very long time. And walking through the monastery, seeing the letters, testimonies, photographs, and personal belongings left behind, I realized how much hope people have brought into this place over the years. For the devotees who left them, these are not simply objects on display. They represent moments in their lives when they prayed, hoped, waited, and believed. And perhaps that is what stayed with me the most. Simala is not only a place where people come asking for miracles, it is also a place where people come when they need hope. Sometimes, when life becomes uncertain, people need somewhere to bring the things they cannot solve on their own. For many of the pilgrims here, Simala has become that place, a place to pray, a place to reflect, a place to give thanks, and a place to feel that whatever they are going through, they do not have to carry it alone. As for me, I came here wanting to understand why thousands of people travel all the way to this monastery. I wanted to see the place for myself. I wanted to hear directly from the people who come here. And after this experience, I think the answer is much simpler than I expected. People come here because they believe. They believe in the power of prayer. They believe that there is still hope even during the most difficult moments of their lives. And perhaps that is the real story of Simala, not the castle, not the stories of miracles alone, but the people who continue to make the journey, carrying their own stories, their own prayers, and their own reasons to believe.